Go.
Hey, everybody, this is Fernando from the Rollback Podcast, and today we are reviewing the newest Dragon Ball Super movie, Dragon Ball Super Superhero.
Yeah, so it's you got Ferny and Eddie, and we have two very different takes on this film. Well, I think specifically the climax, but we'll get there. Ferny, is it safe to say you've been a DBZ fan your whole life?
Sure, I think that's safe to say. I remember seeing Dragon Ball Z a ton as a kid. It was so back in the day when they were releasing episodes periodically.
Have you been keeping up though? You know, you've been keeping up with Super, right? Like you watch more Super than I have, way more.
I've seen it all.
Yeah, I've only really kept up with the movies and like a handful of things from like the anime, the new anime at least. So going into this film, what were you looking forward to? You know, did you have hype for it? Were you like, man, we'll see what happens? Or
Not really. The only thing I had seen was that the Japanese trailer, but I was never like, oh fuck, it's a brand new Dragon Ball Super movie. Um, because I guess I don't know, dude. They've made Gohan into such a pussy boy character that it's hard to get pumped for him.
what's it called? I think I told Fernie about this after we finished Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I'm just gonna fucking call it Superhero because that's a dumb name. It's like Super Saiyan Blue Super Saiyan. Um, so after the movie, I actually told him. So fun fact: Gohan was supposed to be the protagonist going forward after Goku died, and with Goku making like sporadic appearances as like like a part timer. But Akira Toriyama, there were two problems. One, his like editors and like the people above him were like, "Hey, we need Goku." Like that's why they brought in Goten. They were like, "We need a kid that kid's gonna gravitate towards." Gohan grew up, so let's bring in Goten. But two, Toriyama kind of realized this isn't the right trajectory for Gohan's character. He's not a fighter like his dad. He wants to be smart. So he tried something new with the whole like, oh, it's great Saiyan man, I'm gonna be a superhero thing, but that shit didn't work. So they kind of nuked Gohan, kind of brought him back to be Ultimate Gohan, and then nuked him again. So it was kind of nice to see Gohan be brought back to the forefront, like like back to the center stage.
I mean, it was nice to see like that he wasn't completely fucking useless. Because
Yeah.
if you see Super, if you see Tournament of Power, he does okay, but you could tell like he's still incredibly rusty. Same thing when you saw him in Dragon Ball Resurrection F.
Yeah.
Uh,
He
yeah, he was rusty against
Frieza.
Frieza's force, and he was so strong. He still fucked up like pretty much like all of his Frieza force, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
like Gohan is shouldn't be like just fucking up the Frieza force. He should be able to take on at that point. He should be able to take on Frieza in a one-on-one fight and at least hold his own. Frieza knocks his air out in his first form.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think this movie you mentioned, this one did a lot to like rehab the secondary cast of DBZ. Goku and Vegeta are in this movie for a second, if that.
I'd say like a
Um,
minute in total, or maybe 2 minutes of screen time.
yeah, they have a sparring match, but that's about it. This is mostly the Gohan and I'd say more the Piccolo show.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Even Piccolo gets a fucking facelift in this movie.
yeah, he gets a power up and then fucking you get a orange. I want to call it a Super Namekian, but they're like, nah, we can't call it that. Let's just call him Orange Piccolo, which is not my favorite name, but okay.
They're not the greatest with names.
They're not, man. Like Beast Gohan, like come on, why can't you just call it like Ultimate Gohan or something? Or yeah, I don't know. Like
Well, because I don't know. So far, I think probably the best names that they've got are Super Saiyan and Ultra Instinct.
yeah, Ultra Ego maybe also. I kind of like the Vegeta design, but we'll see. Um, but no, definitely this movie was well. Okay, how did you like it? Did you think it was funny? Did you think it was cringy? Like, what did you think about it overall?
I mean, if you've seen Dragon Ball movies, The trailers are always more interesting than what the movies tend to be.
Hmm.
The trailers will always give you more of the hits, where in the movie you'll get like all these little weird parts, like Hito and the fucking short dude, Magenta from the Red Ribbon Army. Like you get all these weird little tidbits, and unless you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you don't really know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
But if you're a fan, you know, like, oh, you're gonna get some goofy shit along the way too. I liked it, to be honest. I thought it was fine. I think some people take this shit way too seriously because I've seen some people on the internet go completely off on it, and I'm just like, you need to chill.
What do you mean though? Like, what do they go off of? Like exactly.
I don't know, dude. It's like people have this tendency to be like, this isn't the movie I wanted. This isn't my movie. And they get so pissed. And it's just like, well, then don't watch it.
That's fair. This movie, as of the time of this recording at least, has had the biggest opening of any anime film in history. Bigger than the Pokemon movie back in I think 2000, 1999, 98. Oh,
No, it was 2000, dude.
wasn't it? No, didn't the first one come out before Pokemon 2000? That was the one with it had
Oh, that was probably 99.
yeah, it had the wind, the Zapdos, and all those other fucking Pokemon, the legendary birds.
Wasn't that the Mewtwo one? Wasn't
No,
that
no,
the
no.
first movie?
Mewtwo, yeah, Mewtwo was Pokemon the first movie, and then the second one, Pokemon 2000, was the one where it had the
The
Sky
lion
Moth.
looking thing?
Yeah, the one that like would talk to Ash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. But no, this movie, it's goofy as fuck. And I'm not saying that as a negative, but I'm saying like
No.
that's what you get with Dragon Ball. Like there's some
Yeah.
goofy slapstick humor. There's some like really cringe moments of like characters posing like really stupidly.
And it's weird that they went the direction with Hito that he's completely opposite of what his grandpa was, Dr. Giro. Like
Yeah,
Dr. Giro was a fucking maniac psychopath, while his grandson is a more comic book superhero fanboy.
yeah. I mean, apparently these guys are canon now. It might be entirely possible that Gamma One and Doctor Hito are gonna play roles later on. Like if they can produce androids that could challenge like Beast Gohan, I can imagine their assets now. Like fucking just
Well,
pump out a bunch of those androids.
oh yeah, I think all the super movies are canon because Battle of the Gods was pretty much the first season of DB Super,
Hmm.
and then Resurrection F is like season three, I think. Um, and then Brawly became canon. So I think all of these are canon.
Yeah. Well, no, they are. Like it was announced that they are officially canon. But yeah. So we get slapstick like the Red Ribbon Army. Like they have a good recap though at the beginning of the movie to bring people who don't know up to speed.
Yeah, because
Um,
I mean, Red Ribbon Army's deep cut Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z.
you did you watch? You said you'd never seen Dragon Ball, right?
I've never seen all of it.
Oh, because you've seen some. Okay, no, that's different.
I've seen a lot of it. I've never
Yeah,
seen all of it. Like
yeah.
the Piccolo saga, I never saw.
Really, dude.
Yeah,
The fight
the
between
T.
Piccolo and Goku is pretty solid.
Yeah, I never saw that one. The TN saga either.
Huh? You're missing
Yeah.
some solid story, man.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but Dragon Ball didn't really make it that big on our TV screens.
It was
Like,
nowhere near as big as Z. You're right.
yeah,
You're
they
right.
would show a little bit, but it was mostly like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I mean, you go with what brought you to the dance, and I mean, if Z is the big money maker, then what do you expect?
Hmm.
Um, what's it called? I've seen all of Dragon Ball, but I never saw it on TV. I was able to watch it through like certain websites that may be illegal, where that let you watch.
Funimation, right? You pay for the subscription.
Yeah, totally. I use Funimation, whatever the fuck it's called. Totally, that 99-cent discount is perfect. Um, But yeah, no. So I mean, I was really looking forward to this film. I actually bought the tickets. Like, I was so down to watch this. Um,
And then you cried as we left.
Bullshit. I did not cry.
You're one
So
of those people that was like, "This wasn't the movie I wanted."
hold on, folks. Hold on. Fernie's gonna make an argument, a statement. Let me counter that statement because you're saying that. What were the words exactly that you told me at the theater that I built it up in my head?
Yeah,
Okay. Let me show I have a track record of this. I don't hate this film. I hated a piece of it, and but I'm consistent with what I don't like. All right. I'm a fan. I don't like UFC, right? I like WWE or pro wrestling because I'm guaranteed that at the very end, the main event, the final match, there's going to be a story. It's going to go at least 15, 20, 30 minutes. It's a good fight. It's a long fight. There's a struggle. There's a back and forth. There's a story. And someone's going to win. Good guy or bad guy, I don't give a shit. I want the story. I like Battle of Gods because the last one was a brawl between Beerus and Goku. I didn't like Resurrection F because the last part was like a weird curb stomp from Vegeta to Frieza, and Goku steals a win. I loved DBZ Broly, DB Dragon Ball Super Broly because, dude, that final fight is probably the best anime fight I've ever seen in my life. I didn't like this one because the final fight between Beast Gohan and Cell Max was a curve stomp. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that stuff. I want there to be a struggle back and forth.
I
I get
think it was dumb. Not dumb per se, but for them to do Cell Max. Because you didn't really get to see Beast Gohan fight.
yeah,
You got to see him be very powerful.
yeah,
You got to see more Piccolo, Orange,
yeah,
fight than Beast Gohan. Now, now that we have this form introduced, I'm curious as to see what they're going to do with it. If they're going to do another tournament of power. Um, but for me, I was just like your thing with Resurrection F. I love that Vegeta beat the shit out of Frieza because I'm like that was retribution for all those times where Frieza punked out Vegeta.
yeah,
Um, I didn't like that Goku steals the win. I thought that was dumb. I was like, why couldn't you just give it to Vegeta?
yeah. I agree.
But I mean, for this movie, yeah, I think they could have done more with Beast Gohan, like actually show him fight because he kind of looked, mm, what's the word?
OP.
OP against a very non-OP villain because Cell Max was this Frankenstein's monster of Cell.
Yeah. Like, imagine. Let me pitch this to you, and I can be wrong. But let me pitch this to you.
Hmm.
Imagine if Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 had been swallowed by Cell Max and he became perfect Cell Max. And he was like, I remember you. You killed me last time. And like he remembers everything that Cell remembers, and he's like, you gotta die. You're first. Like, you're not Goku's not the threat, not Vegeta, not Trunks, not little Goku, that little shit over there. You need to die. Imagine that. And then imagine we like an extra 15 minutes in the movie, we get perfect Cell Max versus Mystic Gohan. He's beating the shit out of him. He's about to kill Pan. Gohan goes Beast Gohan. Boom. Round three. And a fight, a back and forth. Done. Here is your climax. Why aren't you doing this? Like, come on. You can't tell me you can't. You already showed me you can make incredible fights. So just do that. Do
I think it
that.
was because they made him too big. They
The
made Cell like fucking huge.
Well, imagine he shrunk down. Fuck it, dude. It's anime. They made a giant fucking universe-ending robot. You can like wait, and then he starts to shrink, and he's like better. Like, come on, man. Like, fuck. And then
Yeah.
you like. I really wish that they had gone that route. Like, one final fight, one on one. Who's better? Again, I don't give a shit which side wins, but give me a story of a back and forth. I hate a one sided curb stomp. I hate that. That's my only real issue with this film. If it had been a struggle, I would have loved this film like as much as Battle of the Gods. Easy, easy. If there had been like good back and forth, or fuck it, Goku and I'm sorry, Piccolo and Gohan, father and son versus Max Cell Max. Let's do that.
Yeah, nah, I could see that.
Um, what do you think of Piccolo's new form? Because we talked a lot about Gohan. What do you think about Piccolo's new form?
I mean, about fucking time, dude. They haven't given Piccolo jack shit like since Dragon Ball Z season one.
No, season three. When he fought Cell, that was the last time he could really hold his own. Or no, when he fought 17, that was the last time he had a really good fight.
Yeah, like he's never fucking like evolved nothing.
Hmm.
And this is the first time we see that Piccolo goes beyond what his power is.
Yeah, I mean, God damn it. And then we also we finally get teenage Goten and Trunks, and they don't do shit at all. Like, yeah, they were comic relief, but it's like again, these characters need to be rehabbed. Goten
Yeah,
and Trunks are fucking popular in Japan, like stupidly popular.
really?
Rehab their image.
That's shocking.
No, dude, why do you think they featured in like two Broly movies and like Bio Broly was just the two of them? Goten and Trunks are super popular there. I don't know why, but they are. So that's fine with me then. Push them to the fucking moon. But no, no, let's do comedy. Like there's a time for comedy and then there's a time for like brawling.
Yeah, I can see that.
But no. What do you think of the fight scenes? Because we had everyone kind of jumping Cell Max. That was like the big climax. We had Orange Piccolo fighting Cell Max one on one almost. Like, what were your thoughts on the fights?
For me personally, I thought the fights were okay. Um, Dragon Ball fights have gotten way better since we were kids.
Yeah,
Um, I thought the fights were pretty good. Piccolo versus Gamma 2 was good.
yeah,
Gohan versus Gamma 1 was pretty good. Um, for me, I fucking enjoyed like when they go to kidnap Pan and Gohan just flips shit and reverse kidnaps the kidnappers.
that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, and then fucking Pan one shots one of the Red Ribbon guys,
Hmm.
and she recognizes Piccolo, but Gohan doesn't. Like just to show, like, dude, this guy has really been neglecting. Like fucking his daughter could sense Piccolo, and he couldn't.
Yeah. Like he couldn't even sense his power level or wasn't even paying attention and he fucking got kidnapped.
Oh god damn it. And then, I mean, I'll give him this though. Gohan, when he gets pissed, like he can have a decent fight scene. Like very obvious. Like, oh, how do you want to get him, Pan?
He's like his dad. Because I
Yeah,
mean a lot of Goku's biggest fight scenes were when he got angry.
that's true. Goku, maybe his best fight might be with Frieza, but if you notice, there's a point in the fight where he stops like being sarcastic or funny or making jokes or being like, "Man, you're really strong." After Frieza kills Krillin, Goku, no fucks given, no laughs to be had, like no smiles. He's just like, "I'm gonna kill you. I'm
Hmm.
gonna fucking beat you within an inch of your life," and he does. Like, there's no joking in that. Um, so I mean, no, when the lighthearted ones get pissed off, be scared because Gohan, Goku will go off.
Yeah, there's a scene in Super where that happens between him and Jiren.
Gohan and Goku, or Goku and
No,
Jiren?
Goku and Jiren.
Oh, where Goku just goes like legit serious.
Yeah, there's a scene where because Jiren is very fucking powerful. Like pretty much beats the shit out of anyone that comes across his path. And there's a part where Goku finally hits Ultra Instinct but he's never hit Ultra Instinct before. So he's like still trying to find like control over it.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets hit and he's back in his basic form and Vegeta hits him with this speech and cuz Vegeta sacrificed himself, like he gets knocked out of the tournament to save Goku.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically like tells one of the gods of destruction is like you're fucking stupid, like you criticize Saiyans, but Saiyans have evolved more in this tournament than any of your fighters, and we continue to evolve. And he basically like tells Goku like I entrusted everything to you, like you better fight.
Huh.
And Goku fucking flips shit and goes Ultra Instinct again.
Oh shit. Okay. Hmm.
And it's one of my favorite scenes. Like,
Is it as good as the respect speech from the end of DBZ?
better. I'd say it's better.
Fuck. Okay. All right. You've given me more reasons to watch Super. Can't wait for more of my free time.
Yeah, because yeah, I that scene for me, I love watching that scene because just to see like Vegeta be Vegeta, he tells off this destroyer and is like you criticize Saiyans, but we've evolved more in this tournament than you can think of, and we continue to evolve. We surpass our limits, and basically brings a little bit back to Goku.
Yeah. That's the one where it takes Goku and Frieza to knock out Jiren, right? And then 17 is the one that ultimately wins.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, 17 too. He even got a facelift in Super.
I wonder if they're going to bring him back later on for more stuff.
I would think so, because 17 was a fucking badass and Super. Like you finally get to see like, oh, this is why Trunks was afraid of the androids.
Huh. Oh, okay. So they go into that too. And they also don't they
Well,
go into the future with Trunks
well,
and like Goku Black or something?
yeah. That's another story arc. No, but what I was talking about is like remember how like they would say that the androids were very like scary, like how good they were.
Yeah.
But we never really got to see how good they were because not Frieza, Cell shows up almost right after.
That's true. That was another note from Akira Toriyama's editors was like, so we got this old man and this fat guy, and now the bad guys are these two brats. Like, when are we gonna get
Mm-hmm.
to the real bad guy? And then he's like, well, fuck, all right. Cell wasn't in the picture. The bad guys were supposed to be Jiro and the other robot.
Android 19.
Yeah, Android 19. Yeah, they weren't supposed like Android 17 and 18 weren't even a thing. And then he makes them, and then it's like, no, these guys suck. All right, I got another idea. There's this creature named Cell. Happy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Android 17 does really like he holds his own against some really strong characters.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
Well, before like you even watch it, the Frieza Goku team up is awesome to see because Frieza's only doing this because he wants to win.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. And they work well off of each other, even though they hate each other.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't he? Doesn't Goku actually like fastball special him at one point?
Bitch, are you gonna fucking watch the show or what? Stop looking up clips.
What? I want people were okay. Look, people were going off and calling Goku, Frieza, and 17 versus Jiren the best fight of Super. So I was like, let me see, and it was good. I'll
Wait,
say
which
that it
fight?
was good. It
They
was
were saying
very
what?
good, huh?
They were saying what?
That the fight between Frieza, 17, and Goku versus Jiren was probably like the best fight in all of Super. So I was like, let me watch this. And I watched it, I was like, all right, you know what? This is actually a pretty good fight scene. Like, really good. The music swells
For
properly.
me, I enjoyed more Goku versus Jiren.
As a one-on-one.
Yeah, because those you really saw Goku like digging deep.
Yeah. But maybe that should be my new workout videos. It's just watching Goku fight and being like, yeah, someday, someday.
But
Um,
yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how what they're gonna do with Super now that we've seen these facelifts of Piccolo and now Gohan. We have a new Saiyan. Like, I'm curious to see how he compares to Vegeta, how he compares to Goku Ultra Instinct, because so far, even Vegeta has only he's gone Super Saiyan Blue, um, which is technically Super Saiyan God,
mhm.
but he hasn't gotten to Ultra Instinct.
Well, see, are they gonna go into each other's forms where Vegeta goes Ultra Instinct and Goku goes Ultra Ego, or is this gonna be like they have their own individual forms?
The Ultra Ego is still kind of confusing to me because it looks like Super Saiyan God.
But as I understand it, though, Ultra Ego is like purple, like kind of like Instinct is more in the way of Whis, whereas Ego is more in the way of Beerus. As I understand it, I could be wrong, but
Maybe.
those are the parallels that I'm seeing that I've seen.
I think it's also just like their personalities.
Yeah,
Because Vegeta's always been cocky and very confident, and Goku's always been very um toned, very in intruistic.
yeah. I mean,
Because even
meditating was
Whis says that about Goku during the Tournament of Power. He's like, Goku would be great if he would stop thinking. Because Goku thinks about every hit and every counter hit. And he's like, if he would just trust his instincts, he would be great. So
well,
I'm curious to see how Gohan Beast uh like ranks amongst Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan Blue, because he hasn't hit Super Saiyan Blue. This looked like something completely different.
no, I think one of the things is they're going away slowly from like uniform transformations to where everyone maybe gets their own kind of thing. But I
Hmm.
could be wrong. You don't know.
Well, Gohan's always been the odd man out.
Well, apparently, according to Toriyama, he's the strongest fighter. Like, period. Like, no training, he could still surpass everybody. Which I'm like, okay, I guess. I'm not mad, but also like, Gohan was your pet project. Why did you leave him?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say that Gohan's the strongest fighter when you watch it and you're like, well, Goku like completely immerses himself in his training and try and breaks down his own limits.
Hmm. But I don't know, man. I want some more consistency. Dragon Ball has definitely gotten better in the past couple of years. It's just I would like some more consistency with the storytelling as far as who can do what and where. Like I want an overarching thing, but I mean, I am excited for the future to see what happens.
Yeah, I get you. So, since you didn't hate the movie,
No, I didn't hate it. No,
what
not by
would
any
you
stretch.
rate it?
B minus.
B minus. All
B
right.
minus. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like fuck, man. Like I know how much better this movie could have been.
I give it a B plus. It's hard for me to give DBZ movies like A's. Um, but I give it a B plus. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It helped revamp some characters.
No, I agree. Well, any final thoughts? Anything else you want to get off your chest before we go?
Not really. I'm just looking forward to seeing what they do with Super. I know like they've been pretty hush hush about it.
Um, what's called? I know supposedly we should be coming back sometime next year, so we'll see about that.
Hmm.
I need to watch some Super then.
Hmm.
Fuck. All right, folks. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of the Rollback. You can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, and everything in between.
Oh, my close out.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks everyone for joining us for this special review of Dragon Ball Super Hero. Like Eddie said, catch us anywhere you get your podcast needs, and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, where we will post about which videos and which movies we have reviewed. That is it for the rollback for today, everyone. This is Fernando, and
I've been Eddie.
and this was a review for Dragon Ball Superhero. Let's cut it.